Well, first of all, we have to recognize that what Iran did was a formal declaration of war against the state of Israel. So it wasn't just a surprise attack that they didn't assume responsibility for. They declared publicly that they are going to attack Israel. When a country, by its official leaders, declared that they are going to attack, and then they sent 300 missiles and drones and whatever, this is a formal declaration of war. So under normal circumstances, you would expect a response by the country that was attacked. I'm not in favor of this. I think that, strangely or fortunately enough, the event on Saturday night turned out to be a total failure for Iran and a great success for Israel and its allies. What we did in intercepting almost 300 drones and missiles is, I think, historically unprecedented. Israel did most of it, but we never would have done all of it without the assistance, the participation, the participation of the United States, Great Britain, France, and some Arab countries. So the question is, do we have to punish them because of what they did? Or can we absorb the provocation at this time and wait for the right opportunity to put Iran in the right place?
But as you know, there are many who believe that if Israel doesn't respond, it's a sign of weakness, that Israel needs to hit Iran and hit them hard. I spoke to the Israeli ambassador to the UK last night, and she said we have no choice but to respond and hit Iran back hard.
You know that every day when I wake up, I pray that some of the people that represent the state of Israel would keep quiet rather than speak. It includes also the Israeli ambassador in Great Britain, and not only her. Israel won on Saturday. Israel defeated Iran. Only the messianic extreme right-wingers in the state of Israel think that we have now to enter into a dual fight with Iran, that they will shoot, that we will shoot, that they will shoot, that we will shoot. At the end, it will erupt into a comprehensive war. We don't need it.
Are you worried that that's what's going to happen ultimately?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that it may go out of control. Although I must say that sometimes I'm impressed with the restraint that Iran has manifested in the past. Saturday, they also were, I think, somewhat going out of their habits because of arrogance.
Do you see that same sort of arrogance here in Israel? Do you feel it?
Yes, unfortunately. I think that what happened on October 7th is the ultimate evidence of the arrogance of the Prime Minister and his group of thugs that are running the state of Israel on these days. And it's depressing. It's really pain in the heart of so many Israelis. And maybe a month before October, Netanyahu was standing somewhere in Israel and said, if Iran will dare attack us, we will destroy it. 80 million people. One of the most sophisticated, successful, economically strong countries in the world. And then 5,000 Palestinian terrorists shakes the very foundation of the state of Israel. I mean, you are capable of destroying Iran and you are not capable of defending yourself from 5,000 terrorists coming through the border and killing 1,500 civilians and abducting so many hundreds of them and are keeping them in the tunnels. Now, it's not a proof of the lack of strength. It's a proof of the abundance of arrogance and overconfidence. And this is regrettable.
How does Israel recover from this?
First, we have to replace our government. We need to get rid of these guys. They are not good people.
I mean, he's still standing. After the security failure of October the 7th, there were many who said, once there is an investigation, heads will roll. Heads rolled after 1973, after 2006. And because of what's happened on October the 7th, heads should roll. All of these people still remain.
Heads will be rolled. It also took more than 6 months after 73 before the former government was forced out. And it will take a couple of more months. The heads will be rolled. We have to decide how we want to define the main priorities of the State of Israel for the next phase. We have to embark, as difficult as it is, with all the efforts that we're making to recuperate and to rehabilitate the parts that were affected, on a peace plan that will aim at bringing an end to this historic conflict so that it will not be repeated in a couple of years' time again.
Which you came very close to in 2007 and 2008. When you look back to that period where you were mulling over maps and looking at, what a Palestinian state would look like and how Israel would live side by side with it, to where the things are today, what goes through your mind?
We pulled out from Gaza. We proposed the Palestinians a comprehensive peace treaty. What we got is Hamas. That doesn't justify the killing of one innocent person. Okay? When I'm asked, how dare you killed 30,000 Palestinians, I said, and if we killed only 3,000 innocent civilians? And if we killed only 1,500 Palestinians that were embedded together with Hamas in the center of Gaza, and it was perhaps inevitable, even though we didn't aim to do it. So what does make me happy? I don't want to kill one innocent civilian.
Ehud Olmert, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.